All right, everybody, it is time to take a journey back into the wonderful plane of Shandalar. So, quick overview before we get too deep into things. We were about to challenge another dungeon. Right now, our goals for the deck are as follows. We would like to get as many of these crappy lands that you can only play one of per turn, replaced with these super lands that you can play as many of as you want in a turn. So that is one priority. Another priority would be that we would like to get a couple of more of these hilariously overpowered early game, early era Magic cards available to us. We're already capped out on contract from belows, but we would certainly not say no to a couple more Time Walks or Ancestral recalls, or the thing that we are looking for currently, which is a Time Twister. So if we review the dungeon information here, oops, not that one. I'm going to click through all of them until I clicked on the one that it actually is. So if we review here, we've got a dungeon containing small red creatures with Orcish Oriflame permanently in effect east of Celestine Bazaar, which is presently where we're right about in that neighborhood here. So with that said, I have to double check on the location of Celestine Bazaar. We're going in the wrong way. Alright, so fun fact, as long as you don't change directions, these guys cannot change directions on hit. Get out of here. Alright, we found it. We found a different unrelated dungeon that is not the one that we're going to do. Holy crap. You know, folks, we kind of got off the beaten path a little bit here. So we're here, Celestine Bazaar is here, this is where we're going to try and get to without having to buy off like 1,800 different enemies and have like some NPC events going on. Don't care about you. Gotta say, these mobs are getting a little bit aggressive. We are probably going to need to take out a castle sometime soon. There's a lot of them. Opponent. Well, all I have on my turn one is an Erg Raiders. And he's killing it with a lightning bolt, huh? Opponent. Yeah, we're starting to get in the oh, our other Time Walk? That's BS. So if we wanted to play the Hypnotic Spectre, we would have to tap out of being able to also play Erg Raiders. Okay. What the hell? You asshole. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I should be a lot more ahead after the sequence of turns that I just played. But yeah, opponent only has 4 lightning bolts, so unless something pretty fun happens, we are going to get him. Alright, now with Ring of Maruf, we could get ourselves a bronze tablet, but I don't think this guy has anything like really interesting to steal. Suppose we could get ourselves another contract from below. We could get ourselves a time walk, actually. Maybe that's what we should have done. I mean, it's not like a forever time walk, but okay, so here's a fun fact. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Moxes do not count as lands, so that means that we can not take mana burn. So yeah, with the power of Time Walk, our opponent has 0 turns left. Alright, so Celestine Bazaar is coming up. Another War Mage. I feel like by now these guys should be respecting that I can easily beat them and therefore, you know, walking the other direction. But hey, you know what? You do you, buddy. This hand's not that great. We only have 1 contract. And 1 hippie as our action spells. Go ahead and play this. We'll play the Scrubland so we don't get cut off with white. And then we'll play all our lands tapped for black, yeah. Just play this for the mana efficiency. Yeah, our hand was a little slower start than what we've been getting recently. We are going to be able to play Juggernaut plus Ancestral Recall, but unfortunately Ancestral Recall is going to draw us above 7 cards, so we're just going to play the Juggernaut. Wow, that is pretty dusty. We'll attack first just in case opponent has some kind of stupid card that we wouldn't want to have to deal with. You can tell we're not respecting this guy very much because we did not tap the Mox Jets in order to play the Juggernaut to leave a source of plowshares up. This guy's like among the most annoying NPCs to play because he actually like has removal spells capable of taking our creatures out. But I guess 16 cards in library. Most of the cards in our library are like broken cards. Okay, that's good. We can. Yeah, Fireball's not going to help you out here, buddy. Mana Flare's not going to help you out either. Alright, Opponent has 0 cards in hand. I'm gonna go ahead and fire off a contract. Reason being, if we draw a sort, or if we draw one of our time walks. Reason being, if we draw one of our time walks, then we can do we win the game this turn. And hey, you know what? Might as well. Alright, so we're here. The gym is here. Goblin Lord, get out of here. You can get out of here. Alright, so we're looking for the ruins that are east of Celestine Bazaar, and that is... Let's see what this guy has. Altakesh, and you get 2 red amulets. Never mind. Got another crash. Let's go ahead and resume. Okay, so we're in Celestine Village. The ruins of Su-Chan are east of Celestine Bazaar. Oh. Okay, so Celestine Bazaar is actually a little bit down and to the right. Okay. Oh, we're out of food. That's why we're going so slow. This place is very well hidden, but we found it. Huh. Alright, well... Yeah, we're definitely going to need to fight against some of these castles coming up here. Alright, well... Interesting. So... Let's get it out in the chat, folks. What is the total cost of pikemen? Raise your hand if you have ever heard of that card before. Alright, yeah, it's 2. One of these days, I'm just going to blindly trust chat and then get it wrong, because I was, you know, expecting them to be helpful and they were actually trolling. But I have faith in my chat to never do something like that. Alright, so we've got an idea for the layout. Probably not going to be any occasion to fight this fella. Ley line of the Erg Raiders, I guess we'll take those. Yeah, I guess good chances we beat this guy anyway, whatever. We're gonna start playing first in most of these because, well, A, you got Orcish Oriflame ley line out, but, you know, B, we're kind of the beatdown too at this phase of the game. No Moxes, meaning that we do not have a good look at an early Juggernaut, but starting out with a Spirit Link on this guy is pretty good. Obviously our main game plan in these dungeons is going to be to pad the life total as high as possible. Especially on some of these earlier opponents stumbled on lands. You love to see it. We'll help him out. with his problem of having too many cards in his hand. Opponent. Oh, there's the 2/2. And we'll probably be plowing this Juggernaut. Next turn if we draw a land. Yep. Well, I guess we're plowing his creature. Using our planes. And he's gonna put it all on our Raiders, huh? Well, I guess we are plowing the Raiders in response. And other advantage of a Moxful deck is you're more likely to have 0 land and can take a mulligan. Yeah, that's true too. So for those of you who don't, who are not familiar with this game, the only way you can take a mulligan is if you have 0 or 7 lands. And we of course get to fight another NPC right out of the gate, huh? I mean, there's a decent chance that one of the treasures is over there, so I'm gonna probably use the dice to fight this guy. Okay, Leyline of the Juggernaut is a guaranteed win, or at least as close to it as we can, you know, reasonably get. So let's try this guy. These guys don't have a lot of life, as you can tell. Goblin Lord is kind of scary. Well, you know what else is kind of scary? Starting the game at 4 life. Graders getting these two. Your move, friend. Can you imagine, like, you know, playing a game of Magic and you like anteed your, you know, one rare card that you spent all your time like building a new deck around? What an asshole. And then that happens. Let's see here. Opponent only has 4 life, so we're probably not going to get a shot at this Juggernaut attack. So we'll go ahead and put the Spirit Link on Graders, and then we'll play the Juggernaut normally, and then we'll attack with Graders. And, oh, how's that feel, opponent? If we really wanted to be a tryhard, we could play another contract, and then we can try and draw into something. Okay, so see, not fighting against either of these guys. But we are going to go... Yeah, the Goblin Lords can be kind of scary, but now that we have, like, a little life point buffer to deal with, it's not as bad, I guess. Okay, Leyline of the Hippie for this guy. I guess we can probably fight that dragon. Probably going to be at least 2 treasures back here. Hopefully there's 1 down here. That's the direction that I'm kind of pushing. Alright. Alright, so we got one of these and one of these. Play turn 1 Urg Raiders. Opponent gets to discard a card. Hopefully that was his only land. Okay. Yeah, the Mox is putting you ahead by a turn. Like, it really is hard to overstate how much of an advantage that is when you're dealing with some of these cards. And then, like, especially in these games where you get like the ley line of the Hypnotic Spectre or the ley line of the Juggernaut, like things can go pretty south pretty fast. Alright, so he's got the Wall of Fire. Now here's a fun fact. Juggernaut cannot be blocked by walls. So he's guaranteed taking 5 from Juggernaut and then like 4 more from my hippies, because this thing does not have flying. So he could maybe block my Urg Raiders, but that's about it. I could plow this turn, if I wanted to like guaranteed win. It's a real shame that we didn't draw another land, because otherwise we could gain 5 more life by playing Juggernaut and then playing another plow. I guess we can just do that next turn. We're guaranteed discarding his last 2 cards because he can't block the flying creatures. So we'll just play a Juggernaut and pass the turn. And then next turn we'll plow one of our own Juggernauts so we can gain 5 more life. Why not? I see, because that might result in him stalling. I see. And then I guess we plow, targeting our own Juggernaut, and then we win the game. Alright, so we got another dice, and we got another Goblin Lord. So if we take this guy out, who knows what's going to be down this way. There might be a path that we have to go through down here. This might sync up too. There might be like literally no treasure down this direction. And it might just be like 1, 2, 3 or something like that. But I really feel like there's one here, and there's probably one here, and there's one here. That's, in my opinion, like the most likely layout. So with that said, I'm going to fight this guy next. Goblin Lord has no lands and took a mulligan. Do I want a mulligan? I have turn 1 Time Walk, turn 2 Hypnotic Spectre. No. So, Mox Sapphire, Swamp, Time Walk. Scrub. Hypnotic Spectre. Kills my Spectre. So play Ancestral on myself to get a couple more Moxes and another Hypnotic Spectre. Great. We do have enough black to play both of my black creatures. And then next turn, we can play Contract and reload. There's absolutely no reason to play the Swords to Plowshares except that it's free. what you got, opponent? We could play another contract here, try and fish for some of our more broken cards, but I don't think we're going to need it. We could have plowed there. That's probably what we should have done. Opponent has 0 cards in hand, so we might as well just take this. Okay. So there's no reason to fight this guy because there's never going to be something real over here. There might be something back this way. Yeah, I guess we fight on. Start the duel. Let's get a turn 1 Erg Raiders. Strip mine. Joke's on you, buddy, because we got more where that came from. I hope that was his only land. Okay, it's not. Unlucky. Alright, so we are going to play the Underground Sea because we want to protect our Swords of Plowshares if it comes to needing to play that. Juggernaut into attack for 2. Good old Hurlu Minotaur. It's a 2/3 with no abilities, so we just come right on in. Opponent's at 3. We're going to play this, leaving up plow. And then we will plow one of our own creatures if we can. We take 2. And then we attack for 4. Well, well. Honestly, we might rather fight the dragon. Although if we fight the troll, we can get ourselves another dice guaranteed. Alright. We probably are going to have to fight one of these dragons. Dragons aren't bad because dragons can give us more moxes. So, this is a pretty dusty hand. We might want to just... This is our Juggernaut and two of our Juggernauts in our Spirit Link if we mulligan this. Let's float it a little. Let's float it one more turn. This is probably like stupid. I probably should have just played Contract and like cried a little bit, but you know, instead of crying a lot when I like get mana screwed for like 4 more turns on stuff to do. Okay, never mind. We immediately draw out of it. Alright, Contract might have to come down next turn if we don't draw something. Well, I mean, we're definitely not, like, playing contract instead of playing time walk. Yeah, all right. And we immediately drew our third giant. Well, that's worked out pretty good for us. So if we play a scrub. Opponent had 2 lightning bolts already. What's the chances that they have a 3rd lightning bolt? Stone Giant. Alright, so if we play Graders, and then we play Hypnotic Spectre. We have 19 cards, so we can fire one of these off. Play Mox, play another Mox. Play Recall, because there's no downside. Alright, we got 8 more turns, so hopefully we are able to win the game. Obviously, we cannot play this contract from below. Or that contract from below. But we can play... See, this is why the Time Twister, by the way, is good. For those of you who are wondering why we want the Time Twister. Time Twister gives you a lot more freedom to fire those contract from belows off. Opponent got some thinking to do. Okay, playing a Field Giant. So if we plow here, we don't win this turn. If we don't plow here, we can almost for sure win next turn. Alright. Yeah, I guess we should have plowed first. Alright. Jeez. Okay, we got a ley line of the Mox Jet. It's not great, but whatever. Okay, so my revised theory about the dungeon layout is 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. And like 0 interesting stuff here. We start with a Mox Jet. And we could not play either of these this turn. Yeah, I guess we're taking them all again. Alright, so we have 0 blue sources, but we do have a turn 1 Grader into a turn 2 Hypnotic Spectre, into a turn 3 Time Walk and or Hypnotic Spectre. Oh, okay. It's because he has the stupid thing. Yeah, okay. Goblin Polka Band. Okay, we're really doing it now. 30 cards left. Do I want to play a contract? I think the like objectively right answer is yes. Even though it makes me like hurt my soul a little bit. Because we're discarding our time walk. But look, we just drew into another time walk and now we can play it, so yeah, joke's on me for thinking that was a question. Okay, he is attacking with a 3-2 now. Alright, so Underground Sea, lead things off with a time walk. I'm going to have to tap manually for a little bit here. And then we can plow here and still have enough mana to play an Urg Raiders. And then we take our extra turn and we play a Juggernaut and an additional Urg Raiders. And then we send all the creatures. And then we plow our own Juggernaut to get us back up to a comfortable 44 life. Alright, drum roll please. We got the Soul Ring. Alright, you will take the first turn, and we don't have any boons here. So yeah, we're for sure taking a mulligan here. Draker decided not to take a mulligan. Alright, I have a turn 1 Ancestral. Wish I knew how discarding to hand size worked in this game. I'm going to try and play this Ancestral on my opponent's turn. And hopefully I don't have to discard. So it looks like we drew like 3 lands, so that's nice. Oh, Mana Flare. He's helping. So if we play Mox, and then we play a Underground Sea, then we can play this Time Walk. Then we can play this other Mox, and this other Time Walk with an Urg Raiders. Yeah, in modern Magic, if you were to make that play, then yeah, you would not have to discard during their cleanup step. But hey, I am not a judge of Shandalar Magic, so unfortunately I cannot confidently state that the rules would have been the same during the time when this game was made. So we got another Mox. Do I want to kill his Mana Flare? Kind of no. Greetings from Mexico. Keep up the good work. Awesome. Where in Mexico would that be? Oh my gosh, we have enough to just like play Juggernaut and then like some of these lands and hippies. Okay, so this is 6 mana. Oh yeah. Alright, so we're gonna play the hippie first. Then we have 1 black mana in the pool. So then we're going to play the Juggernaut. And we're going to attack for 4. Might have this guy dead next turn. A real shame because we do not get to have any fun with, you know, doing wacky, to steal his mocks or stuff with a Ring of Marov, but I guess that was the breaks. Yeah. No Mox Pearls yet. Nice dingus egg there, fella. Alright, so it looks like we were exactly right. And, yeah, we are definitely taking a mulligan here. Alright, so if we play... I mean, we could play a turn 1 Time Walk, but I guess, to me, the turn 1 Erg Raiders represents, like, more of a threat, so... Let's see here. So if we play another land, we could play Hippie, and then we can play Time Walk next turn. Okay, very nice. Okay, we got the 2/2 troll. Alright, so this turn we have Time Walk plus Erg Raider. Things are going nicely. And then, unfortunately, we do not have the double Hypnotic Spectre turn. I think we should be good enough with just this. And nice play, opponent, but I did not even need to take the 2. Alright, so as expected, the last treasure to be found is the one that we really care about. So let's double check to make sure we're good here. I don't think it's possible for there to be a treasure back there, but there might be a dice back there. So I guess if we're really going to go full try-hard mode, we should probably look for that. I'm really not sure whether it's which of these guys is the best to take to progress our account here. Whether it would be better to explore from the top or the bottom. Okay, well, we kind of knew that was going to happen, but I guess now we like actually legitimately know. So yeah, which one of these guys do we want to fight next? There's like very unlikely to be anything we care about back here. So that's not really a consideration. It's either going to be coming down from this way or coming up from this way, in my opinion. So I guess the real... Almost clicked on the exit there. If you click on exit, it doesn't matter whether you're like close to the exit or not. You just walk out. So that's obviously like one like horribly way that things could go wrong. I gotta say, I've like had this stupid disenchant in like every game, and it's never been good. So yeah, it's kind of funny. There's only one disenchant, by the way. Okay, so play a land, play a Time Walk. We can could really use a contract here. We tapped with the auto tapper and got punished for it. Land, Juggernaut. If he plays Goblin Lord or something, okay. I was gonna have to get real sad if I couldn't block with the Juggernaut there because he like had something else to buff the thing's power. All right. Disenchant. Trump Spirit Link. Definitely should have played the Spirit Link there. Not sure what he did that increased this guy's... Oh, we had another Goblin King, okay. Well, at least we have the Spirit Link on the last turn. Last 2 turns, even. That definitely did not look like I killed him. Fortunately, the opponent is very bloodthirsty and did not leave a blocker back. Yeah, disenchanting that saved me like 8 life here. And the award for most turns without an action card goes to this game. Like, seriously, like, there's real cards in here, I promise. We literally just had, like, you know, the no creature special here. Alright. So if we attack with both of these, he could, like, block one and kill it for free, but he would have to block the other one with at least this, and that still buys me time. Okay. Alright, so at some point we're going to draw like a contract from below, and then we'll be right back where okay, yeah, so as I mentioned, yeah, I guess we take it all. And got there. Well, I gotta say, that was about the hardest fight that I think I've ever had in one of these dungeons, and it looks like we're gonna have to fight one more. So if we look very carefully, it appears that this is where the wall is not continuous. So looks like we were correct. And And 16 life is certainly not the number of life that I was, kind of hoping we would get into this final duel for the one card that we were really here for. But I think we should still be able to close this one out. We maybe should have played the Urg Raiders first. In case he has Lightning Bolt, we wouldn't be exposing our more valuable card. On the other hand, this lets us play land, Urg Raiders, contract from below. And reload our hand in such a way that we would be able to almost play this Time Walk. Okay, so opponent has one of those. We have got a Juggernaut Spirit Link. He's already played 2 Lightning Bolts, so I'm comfortable committing both of those to the board. And if I end up looking like a dum-dum, then I guess so be it. Because our opponent is going to look pretty dumb when I play this Time Walk next turn. Okay, great. And then we play an Ancestral, targeting myself. And then we can play some more cards. And then we can play the Hypnotic Spectre. Okay. So things are looking we're in a pretty good spot. This is certainly a draw with more action cards than what we had last game. We got another dragon that we get to fight. Opponent has a 7-lander. Do I want to mulligan a turn 2 Urg Raiders? And that's it? Yeah. Well, it was kind of a, risky-ish mulligan, but I still stand by it. I think this deck is broken enough that we could come up with something better than what we were offered there. So, it looks like once we have a couple of draw steps to put something together, dreams can come through. Dreams can come true after all. Alright. Our old pal, the Gem Bazaar. Now the real question is, do I want to play... Well, I guess I can't play double Time Walk, so I think we probably do want to play the Juggernaut first. If it was a double Time Walk, I probably would have just played them both. See what the opponent has up his sleeve here. Alright, well, I think we're playing at least one Time Walk this turn. Okay, so Urg Raiders we can play like this, and then Time Walk, and then Contract. I'm gonna play a land and go for it. Well, that is a lot of turns that I took in a row. But I think it might be time for my opponent to get to take one. Oops, there might be a reason why he does not get to take one. Okay, so the last challenge: which special ability does the Lord of the Pit have? And bear in mind there may be more than one right answer in these cases. So let's take a short pause. Chat. Trample. I was going to go with flying myself. But trample would have also been correct. And here it is, the time twister. So like I said, there is no... you can teleport to the exit by doing what I just did there. So, alright, so now we have a time twister. We can go ahead and put that in our deck too. Now, the time twister is pretty nice because it kind of lets you cheat on your contract from blows. How many times has this happened to you? You wanted to play a contract from below, but you only had like 8 cards left in your library. So you were afraid that you couldn't play that time, the contract from below that time. Well, with Time Twister, you can fix those sorts of problems because you can shuffle all your cards from your graveyard back into your library. And so one Time Twister is a good number for a deck of this sort. I think what we want to do is we'll cut one of our Hypnotic Specters, and then later on someone can tell me what we really should have cut. So it is time, in my opinion, to start fighting some of the castles here. So we don't want the red castle. We can take out the white castle. White castle is bad. Hippie is better than Urgrader. Maybe we should take the Urgrader out. We are starting to get to the point where like the fights against the creatures. Yeah, cut a land. Good idea. We're getting like perilously close to that. So let's see here. We don't want to fight the red castle because the red mobs are like useful to us. Blue mobs could be useful to us. I think we're gonna make a shot for the white castle here. All right, we'll cut an Urgraders. Urgraders is like less iconic of a card. Honestly, we maybe should play the black knight, but yeah, we're not going to. Shale Cliff Glade. I wonder if that's anywhere close to here. Okay, so the Shale Cliff Glade is close to here, so we'll like fight that. We'll free the good people of Shale Cliff Glade. Hey, what the hell? Did you see that? Well, oh, I can just say never mind. I'm not risking my time walk, buddy. Yeah, I came all this way. Let's do it. We have another time walk anyway, so these guys can cheat for themselves, but our deck is pretty good, so that's kind of like us cheating for if you really get down to it. We might have to adjust the thing that from bad deck to, or from normal deck to good deck to broken deck. There we go. Cause yeah, turn 1 Hippie, turn 2 Juggernaut is the sort of thing that I would categorize as at least a little bit broken. Yeah, you didn't see that coming, did ya? Not broken until you have 4 time walks. Yeah, there we go. That's the spirit. Unfortunately, Juggernaut is forced to attack. And the Urg Raiders isn't forced to attack, but we're going to do that. Alright. Get out of here, troll. Alright, let's see here. We are making our way to the White Castle right now, so... Manalink, okay, booked. Celestine Bazaar. We are kind of running out of money that we can pay to just, you know, get these guys to leave us alone. Oh, jeez. Celestine Bazaar is like the opposite direction that we're trying to go, of course. I mean, we're still going to do it. Because, like, Manalinks are good. Oh my gosh, please stop, guys. We don't need lands, but we definitely will take some lands. We have 4 underground seas already and 4 scrub lands, but we don't have any tundras, so I guess we'll take one of those. Unfortunately, we can't. How close do we got? Enchantress, yeah. Let's save the game because it's been a while since we've done that. And then we'll use our world magic to... There we go. Alright, Netherfield. What you got? Well... Let's start the duel. That is among the worst possible opening hands that our deck is capable of. Fortunately, we do have an ace up our sleeves. And would you look at that? We just got catapulted right into playability. Meanwhile, our opponent has played a Soulnet. Not sure if this guy has cards that we care about or not, whether it would be worth it to play the Ring of Maruf. But I guess we're gonna. Only 23 cards left in our library. Oh no. That was a reason to not play the Alright, there might be some better card that we can use that plow on. I'm gonna wait until things look like they're a little bit more dire before we do that. Okay, Time Walk is a great card. I'll just fire it off here. Opponent is forced to make some compromises. And then we can go, okay. How dare you, menace my friends in the, whatever village this is. Almost clicked through combat there. Okay. I would like to attack with all of the creatures that I control, not just one of them. I guess we might only be attacking with one creature this combat for some reason. Computer has decided that we are a little bit too far ahead. Okay. Well, we could get a stasis. Yeah, take the cards. Alright, so now let's take a look at the, we're here, so the Black Castle is the closest one, so I guess we are instead fighting the Black Castle. Go away. Alright, so just a little bit farther to go. We'll go ahead and save the game. And of course, we're forced to do all the Lord of Fate. Wow, that is very terrible. The one land that is not able to cast Ancestral Recall, and that's what we got. Well, well, well. Something tells me we might need to... Oh, look at this Disintegrate that's in our deck. Not one of the cards that I personally put in the deck, but you know, sometimes the computer can do stuff like that. Looks like we drew out of it. Of course, to really draw out of it, we would need the Mox Sapphire. Then we could really say that we had properly drawn out of this situation. Yes, that Mox Sapphire. Alright, so what we can do is we can play Urg Raiders and then Ancestral ourselves. Yeah, that seems like the play. Yes, and we somehow drew a land. Awesome. Okay, so now I think we're really back in the hunt here. You know, opponent can do some stuff, but what doesn't that happen when you have 40 cards and you ante and you only have 39, so the game adds a random card? Whoa, that's pretty intimidating there. Holy Strength and Unholy Strength on the same creature. Is that even allowed? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and play a Time Walk. And then we're going to play a Swords to Plowshares. Then we're going to play another creature. And Yeah, I think we might be in an okay spot now. Yeah, I guess before we fight the Black Castle, we're going to have to go to a city and make sure that my deck looks okay. I think it might be a remnant from using / not using Ring of Maruf in that last duel. Okay, I did not block with the Juggernaut because I clicked through the spot where I get to do that. Very cool. Hopefully we still win. And it looks like we still win. Let's take the Dungeon Clue. Those cards are pretty bad. Alright, I was going to just raw go in it, but yeah, as you can see, 40 cards, 0 disintegrates. Yeah, City of Brass maybe could be good. Do we have one of those? No, 3. So we can cut like some of our... I can't imagine the planes would be like the raw planes would be better than a City of Brass. I don't know if we want to play all 3 though. Our life total is pretty good, so I think we can just cut some of these other basic lands that we were playing. Don't need Spirit Link for castles. Okay, fair point. Fair point. We can get our boy Bird Raiders back in the game, or maybe we can just play another Ring of Maruf. Three cities is a lot. Is there no life loss carries over here? For castles, I don't think so. We do get punished for relying on one-ofs a bit. Yeah, we're fine. Alright. Let's see. Who dares to challenge the mighty Black Wizard? Are ye brave enough to enter my castle? Yes, we saved the game. Looks like there's a greed in effect. Strip mine seems good with time lock. Alright, well, as with any other dungeon, our first step is exploring. Looks like we do have some dice. And alright, let's... What special ability does the Wall of Spears have? Interesting question. I believe that is First Strike. But, of course, as a judge, I would never say something that I thought might be the wrong answer when a player has asked. For some reason, Defender doesn't seem to be on the list there. I wonder why that would be. Alright, so we got some of those guys. Got another dice there. Well, where do we think the boss is? Over here seems like the most reasonable bet, so I'm going to go ahead and take that dice first. Yeah, that is the correct answer. It's because Defender was not a keyword at the time when this game came out. We're several years away from defender being a keyword. Also, if you look at, for example, artificial evolution, it says you can't choose wall. The reason that you can't choose wall is because defender did not exist when that card was printed, and so all walls had the thing that says that they can't attack. First changeling cards like Misform Ultimus can attack as though they're a wall. Yes, also true. And we got that amazing armor for anime wall. Alright, Centaur Shaman. He starts with a Leyline of the Hypnotic Spectre. Well, well. Let's see. We have a turn 1 Time Walk, and that's it. Ish. I guess we have Herb Raiders that we could use. I think the Time Walk, starting Time Walk is better. Obviously tapping in such a way that the does not hurt us. We did draw another land. Unfortunately, that land was not a Swords to Plowshares. I guess we're just playing Herb Raiders another Time Walk. Sapphire. Don't care about that greed, so we will fire one off. Ah, yes, anteing the Swords to Plowshares. That's where we were going with that. Well, we did draw another one, so I guess we can't be too sad. We can play Hippie and Swords to Plowshares, but we have to take another 2. Guess we're taking another 2. And why not? Alright, we did not live the dream and draw a Mox Jet to be able to play the Herb Raiders 2. How unlucky can you get? Paralyzing our Herb Raiders. Interesting choice of targets there, my friend. Someone who plays Shandalar, does the auto tapper automatically avoid tapping the City of Brass? Oh, I get it. It's because I, okay, I'm gonna have to start untapping. Let's stop during my upkeep so I can... I guess that answers that question. I'm playing like the computer now. It might be worth it to just plow my own Herb Raiders, to be honest. If he doesn't play anything, I'm for sure doing that. Now, if the human player gets to decide which cards that we're using to untap the Herb Raiders, we might get a different result. Cancel, cancel. And then we're doing it on this guy. Alright, and then... not worth it. I was going to try and play the Juggernaut, but I decided not to. Got the game in the bag anyway. Right click, don't auto tap. Alright, well, let's see what kind of benefits we can get from this dice. Oh, plus 3 lives. Alright. Oh, here's where the like treasure chest is. Let's see if we can identify the path of least resistance to get over there. We have to fight against 2 mobs to do that. So if we go through here and then through here and here, then we only have to fight 2 more mobs to be able to fight that guy. Yeah, let's do it. In case you're wondering, dice, like, I guess gaining 3 life is like an actual, like, legitimate benefit, but starting with a Mox Jet in play is also a benefit. We maybe should have had the Paralyze. For this fight. Kind of don't want to discard something, so I'm probably just going to trade off Hypnotic Specters. A handful of golden gems. Ah. Okay, opponent has drawn to 9 cards in hand and discarded 2 of them. Very, very savvy play from the opponent there. I think we can take this always stop off of there. So the way the AI is coded here, opponent always blocks and trades. That's fine with me because guess who has another Hypnotic Spectre and a Contract from Below lined up and ready to go. Yeah, I've just got a feeling our opponent is not going to be discarding the next couple of turns here. Do not have a way to play both of these Time Walks, and we wouldn't want to anyway. We're just playing 2 Hypnotic Specters instead. Opponent is probably not going to have very many cards in their hand after this next couple of turns here. Start the bidding off with another Time Walk. Play Hypnotic Spectre, because why not? Let's go ahead and have you discard 2 random cards. And, hey. I know you like discarding, so... Boy, Magic is just such a fun and, you know, great game to play, isn't it? Alright, well, that was, amusing. Let's see if the, Aga Gelmir is going to do, any better. Looks like we've got a 2-lander with a turn 1 Time Walk, turn 2 Hypnotic Spectre, or maybe just a, yeah, I think we start the duel. Mox Jet, Scrubland. I'm gonna sandbag the Time Walk until after we play the Hippie. Maybe after we play the Juggernaut too, depends on how things go here. Carrion Ants is not a particularly intimidating spell, even with an Unholy Strength attached to it. So I think we can go ahead and sandbag him a couple of times. we draw a land here, that's going to be close. Okay, we're off to the races here. Alright, so I think what we're going to do now is we're going to let the Juggernaut go, and then we're just going to draw into Swords to Plowshares. So we're going Time Walk, Berg Raiders, attack with Hypnotic Spectre, and we do not have a land, but we can just play Hypnotic Spectre into Contract. Time Walk is just a blue ramp spell that just gives you an extra turn to play a land. That's why it's the same as Rapid Growth, yeah. Alright, we antied our Time Twister. That's a little bit sad. On the other hand, we drew into another Time Walk and an Erg Raiders, so that's pretty good. And we, of course, do have the Plow also. Okay, so he does have enough mana to, like, buff high enough to kill both our guys, so we'll just do this. And he has an Erg Raiders. Let's see, what do we got? 20 cards left in our library. Well, of course, we already knew we were going to start things off with taking an extra turn after this one. It does kind of hurt plowing his carrion ants when we could be doing something different, but I guess that's the breaks. We are plowing this turn, though. Because it does not look like we're going to be able to finish him off. $19 cards left in library. No reason not to play another contract here. And we'll go ahead and throw a Juggernaut on the battlefield too. Alright, what you got, enemy? He's got attacking for 2. Well, I did in fact have that angle covered. Alright, now, here's a question for everybody. Which of these spells requires 1 blue and 2 colorless to cast? That is a great question, opponent. Power Struggle. I don't think I've ever seen anyone play that card. So the Phantasmal Terrain is no. Gaseous Form. Interesting. That one does. Yeah, Power Struggle. Someone look up what Power Struggle is. So look at that. We found a bag with 3 jewels and 320 gold in it. Isn't that worthwhile? Okay. Looks like I have some life in my next duel. Alright, so I think this is it. I think this is the guy that we have to fight to be able to, like, beat this castle. So we're gonna roll to get a better boon for our next fight here, because it might not be relevant to have boons later on. Power Struggle is a Shandalar card. Yeah, It's 5 mana. How about that? Um, yeah, I've never actually cast a Power Struggle personally, but that could be fun to do once we get to the meme deck phase for this challenge. All right, Vampire Lord has a Vampire Bounce. I guess that's okay. All we have is a Mox, Underground Sea, Urg Raiders, Contract from Below. And yeah, we are done. Oh, Mana Vault. Okay. Well, again, we don't have much. All we have is a Time Walk, Hypnotic Spectre, and then maybe an Ancestral Versions into a second Hypnotic Spectre. Forex Power Struggle, Forex Whimsy, yeah. Oh yeah, the deck basically builds itself. And that would for sure be a very fun deck to play. I'm not D'ing off my Hypnotic Spectre for no value. Yeah, that was a bluff. Computer didn't have it in him to deal 2 damage to me. Now when he has like a Vampire Bat. Yep, Slender Vamp. Well, I hate to say it, opponent, but we did have that angle covered too. It would be very thematic as it. So I think we would have to make it. Actually, I think we'd have to make it 5 colors just to really get on the theme of randomly screwing yourself over. And opponent is very dead. Alright. Of course, we could fight this guy in a fair fight, but why would we do that when there's a dice that we haven't used? So that's clear across on the other side of the dungeon. Yeah, that 3 life potentially gonna make all the difference. We'll see. Alright, chat. Wish me luck. We're about to face the Black Arch Wad, whatever his name is. A Greater Lich. He has the spell Hypnotic Spectre. Greed starts in play. Alright, well, I was really kind of hoping that we would have something a little bit better than +3 life for this duel, but boy, I gotta say, that is not the hand that we were looking for. No white sources. Alright. Big money, no whammies. What do we hit? Our Urg Raiders? Okay, that's pretty good. We'll take that. Honestly, let's jack down the variance here. Okay, Greater Lich has done some stuff. Interesting play patterns from the opponent so far. We'll see if he continues to play like that. Hopefully we can drag this one out long enough to get our Ring of Maruf and maybe steal his Mox Jet here. Tetrabus, jeez. Buddy. Look at this tryhard over here. Well, he just drew up to 10 cards, and then he's going to discard something. Yeah, I gotta say, the this game was, this guy's helping us out. Yeah, that's exactly right. Allow me to show you what you're supposed to have it look like when you draw 7. See, there's no discarding afterwards. He just drew 7 and didn't lose like 10 life. Alright, we do have the Ring of Maruf, so of course we are going to need to use that. Of course, the Singer Vampire is yeah, he's trying to get out of the game before we can steal his Mox. That's what's happening. Evil Black Wizard needs to see a therapist. Well, you know, to be fair, that is kind of like the black mage's kind of shtick. What? You asshole. Well, the joke is on you because we did have pretty much everything we needed already, so... Unfortunately, we are going to have to take 2 to not attack next turn. Scrub, because Bronze Tablet enters the battlefield tapped. We're going to no attack. And then the Archlich. Yeah, you know, the cool thing is the Bronze Tablet specifically says you can scoop in response if you so want to, but the computer does not do stuff like that. So let's go ahead and take out his very threatening Mox Jet. And then we shall attack his life total. You have defeated the dreaded Black Wizard. No longer shall his evil creatures oppress the good people of Shandalar. Cold Snap Tower freed. Nevermore Hall freed. I can take any 3 different black cards. Well, chat, what are we feeling? What kind of black... Maybe some black land spells here. We could get... we have 5 scrub lands and 4 underground seas, so that's kind of a non-starter. Maybe some of these black creatures. We could get, you know, Yawgmoth Demon, for example. A nice 6-mana 6/6 with flying and first strike, where you have to sack an artifact every turn. We got Zenith Poltergeist. Okay, you know, we could... do we get Necropotence or other silly draw? That would be a Negatory. The only silly draw that we get is the 1-mana draw 7. So, Professor Oak... pretty good. Necropotence not quite in this game yet. It's the most powerful card handed down to Ether Generators. Yeah, that's exactly right. Thank you from all the good people of Nevermore Hall. Yeah, I was gonna say Demonic Tutor is a good one. Can we get that? Can we get uniques? Of course not. You know that's you know, any 3 black card doesn't necessarily mean any 3. We're gonna have to fight the another dungeon to find a DT, and we really do want the DT. I would for sure be playing that. I don't know, Black Knight for the White Castle. Geez, that sounds pretty bad. Like, I mean, we already have like plenty of money, so I guess that's not a problem. Like, that would be my first impulse, would be to just like take like the 3 most expensive cards that I could think of. But like, that's not really a problem right now. So when we're sitting on a cool 2 Gs, Demonic Attorney maybe, yeah. Boy, I hate to say it, but I feel like A-Pro might be right on the Black Knight here. Howl from Beyond might be a spare win con. We have that already. That's a common. Those are very easy to get. Ooh, we have 3 pestilences already too. Okay, fine. Alright, Black Knight it is. Start getting the Necropolis for the meme phase. I like the way this guy thinks. I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll just get some Black Knights. Alright, what's Necropolis? Ooh, Sewers of Estark. That could be a good one. Sewers is a really expensive one, I know that. We could get like another Dark Pact or another Demonic Attorney. Mold Demon, get their castle condemned for OSHA violations. Oh, that's a good one. We could get the Sewers. Wait, where is it? Haunting Wind. Let's get a Haunting Wind, guys. A nice 4-mana enchantment. Whenever a player plays an artifact ability, or an artifact controlled by that player becomes tapped, it deals 1 damage to the artifact's controller. So I guess this is the answer they had for the Moxes, I guess. Was to, you know, just play a Haunting Wind, and then we can get that. That's gonna really free the people from the scourge of whatever. I don't know. We can get a Necropolis of Azar available. Yeah, jeez. I don't know what like half these cards are. We can maybe get. Yeah, I don't know. Get like a Uncle Istvan or something. We could do. That could be a fun meme deck. Lord of the Pit, that's definitely a meme deck. Mold Demon, yeah, you know that's a meme deck. Let's see. Alright, Obliette. Actually, Obliette could be kind of a good one. I think that's maybe a common. 4x El Hajjaj and the rest auras. Alright, well... Gotta take the Sewers of Estark for the meme potential. And let's go ahead and get a Demonic Attorney. And there it is. The mighty black wizard was crushed in epic combat by your Aegis. The people of Shandalar sing praises in your name. Alright, so yeah. How is this guy still around? Like, didn't we kill your boss? Oh, he's white? Okay, he's black-white, so maybe we gotta kill the white dungeon too. Alright, well, let's take a look at our deck and see how we're doing. As the people may remember, we did have a solid pickup in that last game, that being our 4th copy of Mox Jet, and correspondingly our Swamp has been put on the bench. Let's see here. So we're now at 6 Moxes here. We could definitely use some more Mox Sapphires. Because we are starting to get to the phase where we're starting to play a little bit more blue cards. We're down to 3 Plows. Plows is like a little bit less important once you get to the more broken parts of the game. Because their creatures are going to be a little bit less present / relevant. And hey, if you need to play Time Twister and get your Plow back, and then, you know, Time Twister or Plow something else, you can just do that. Let's take a look at what we're trying to do. We already liberated the Black Castle here. So let's see our info map here. I wonder how you get black cards now that we got rid of the Black Castle. I guess there's still like deck spots where you can do that, or like buy them maybe, I guess. So anyway, we got the we can get them from like this guy who gives us any black card. So Yeah, we got that. Green Castle is kind of close. We could maybe make a fight against the Green Castle. We don't need any of these green guys anymore. So that could be a idea for our next thing that we want to do. Like fight the Green Castle, and then we could make our way to the White Castle that we were gonna do. So. Being that we have liberated the Black Castle, I think this was Iloran Spire. Yeah, I think this guy that has the fruit sustenance in it. We could have an elephant graveyard mirror match. Oh yeah, that's a good point. We definitely want the elephant graveyards here. But yeah, all right, we could try that. Alternatively, we can turn our attention towards some of these dungeons. Unfortunately, we don't seem to have the demonic tutor dungeon. We're kind of we don't have any intel on the whereabouts of demonic tutor, so that's kind of sad because that's like one of the cards we actually like legitimately would want to have. We could maybe make a fight on this place. Like, White Mox is okay. Like, I wouldn't really say it's, like, a priority get because, like, the only white card we have is Plow. And, like, quite honestly, you know, that's not, like, a real key card out of our deck. We're just playing it because we, you know, at some point we might need to kill some creatures. So, yeah, the Mox Pearl is really, like, the only card we really need out of that dungeon, and it's not like really that high of a priority get anyway. Dungeon rules, no moxes. Yeah, that's true too. We'd have to kind of radically alter the contents of our deck to, you know, be a little bit less broken in order to fight this guy, which we could do. You know, dungeons are fine, but yeah, I think that like right now our focus is kind of shifting more towards getting the castles. I think the castle fights is going to be where we're kind of like focused on for the next couple of sessions here, because we got the green and the white here, and if we go fast, we could maybe take the green and the white out like both together in one stream. So maybe we could try and do that. So yeah, let's go ahead and save the game, make sure we, and let's see what this guy's close. Okay, Mana Link, we'll take a Mana Link. Cold Snap Tower, sure. Check our mini-map here. Cold Snap Tower is like clear down here, of course. These guys want us to go in these like spots, it's like the opposite direction from where we want to go. Mind Sealer, definitely not fighting him. Blue Wizard sends a Shapeshifter to attack. Alright, let's take a look at our map. We've got to go a little bit more to the left. Yay! Okay, we did it. We could get some white cards. I don't think we really need white cards, though. What we actually need is some more white amulets. Wow, this is pretty exciting. Is that a Plains for 40 gold? Let's see if we got any, see if we got any white cards that we need to unload here. Ooh, land tax, actually. Pearled Unicorn, nice. Spirit Link. Oh, we have Wrath. Oh, we can sell Wrath for 420, fellas. That's kind of funny. Well, a lot of these cards are cards that we need for meme decks, though. That's the problem. That's pretty expensive, too. We'll take that. Clay Statue, you had your time. Brass Man, you definitely had your time. Oh my goodness. Dancing Scimitars, our honored friends. Let's not sell the Disenchant, we might need that. We could have got a mana vault there. I should have maybe not like immediately clicked off, but yeah. We don't need a mana vault. Ooh, where's this Miter? Yeah, that's a card that we're also probably not going to be using. Oh, we got a dungeon. Well, Argnot's Tomb. I wonder which dungeon this is. Could be the one that has the DT in it. There's a lot of dice, that's for sure. Oh, which of these cards requires 1 red and 3 colorless mana to cast? Is it Power Surge? I think it might be Flash Fires, actually. Yeah. Okay, we got a ley line of the Juggernaut, so we can try and fight like the most intimidating looking guy that looks like he's gonna be going in our way. I think this guy here. Let's fight this guy because I feel like there's a decent chance that this guy has the treasure like down this way. Crusade starts in play. Well, I feel like this would be a good time to use a mulligan. Mox Jet, Scrubland, Berg Raiders. Attack for 5. Time Walk or Hypnotic Spectre. Good old ley line of the Juggernaut. The reason we did that, by the way, is in case we draw a Swords to Plowshares. So land for turn. Carefully tap to play this Time Twister. And yeah, see, now we've got Plow against our own Juggernaut to win the game with 5 life. Alright, so 22 lives in our next duel. What is the total mana value of Shandalar Vampire? It was 5. Alright, we found a balance. Very good, very good. You love to see it. Okay, our next fight is probably going to be like along this corridor here. There's probably one here and then like one here somewhere, so we're probably going to have to fight all 3 of these guys. Let's get some more life. Okay, we got a Mox Jet. Not exactly what we're hoping for, but I guess we'll take it. Priestess, so we don't really have to... Wow, that Mox Jet was, looks like it's going to be very helpful here. Alright, hopefully we draw a real land next turn. We could get on the board with Hypnotic Spectre, that would be ideal. Of course not. We might have to play Contract from Below, but I really don't want to. This is like one of the lower level mobs, so we're just going to float her for a couple of turns. If we have to plow or something, then so be it. I'll get another Graders. Is it worth another life for me to play it? Yeah, I guess it probably is. Opponent does not have a lot of creatures in play, that is for sure. Alright. Well, this is one of the saddest things that I've ever had to do, but I'm going to pay 1 life to plow your 4/6 wall. Gosh. This hurts too, but, you know, it's probably the right play. We got like real cards now. We're back in business. Killing like 3 of our hippies and our time twister to do that was a little bit on the sad side, but I guess you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So we're going to play a time walk. Then we're going to attack for 4. And then next turn we're going to attack for 4 again. Okay, I guess I'm going to attack for some more after that. Eight cards left, so can't really play contract that effectively. Yeah, this is kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. If our opponent had like literally anything, it would be scary. But hey, I guess sometimes they just don't have it. That's the moral of the story. Why do we have so few cards? Because we like played a contract and then like another contract trying to die out. Disenchant the cup. He's out healing you. Yeah. What does this card even do? Any white spell. Oh my gosh, healing salve. Someone might lose dual life gain cards. Yeah. Why isn't the computer playing any of those healing salves targeting me? That's the real question on everybody's mind. Disenchant my Mox Jet to gain life. Oh my gosh. Alright, fella. Well, how's that feel? Now we can see what some of these other dice are about. +1 life in my next duel, baby. It's another priestess. Maybe we should save it for, like, literally anyone else. Now this is a little bit more representative of what the deck has to offer here. I'm just gonna float the time walk. I'm gonna wait until I can time walk and get an extra attack with Hippie. I think that's really the way to go here. opponent. Alright, so with this, we can plow the opponent's crap creature and then play a time walk. Or, yeah, let's do it. Ah, yes. Just like, it didn't even have to ante anything. It's broken. And then we just play 2 Urg Raiders this turn, and then next turn we play a Time Twister to get them all back. Very nice. Yeah, let's do Time Twister. We'll play a land for turn. We do have enough to play the Urg Raiders. And attack. Could disenchant our own Mox to fizzle theirs. Oh yeah, that's good. Alright, so we got the 2/3 wall. We have dead on board. Oh, we'll disenchant the wall actually. That way when we time walk, yeah, we'll just attack with the Urg Raiders and then we'll plow our own creature next turn. Nice healing salve, fella. Well, this is kind of lame. But I guess, you know, that's the game sometimes. Meek Stone. Interesting combo there. I'm really waiting for the Pure Lace, so you can like Pure Lace to make my Urg Raiders white so that it does not untap or some comical thing, which I'm sure is in the computer's playbook. Alright, oh man, we're gonna play the Hypnotic Spectre here. Can't even search for, yeah, it's kind of, well, because like you gotta bear in mind that draws its from the Oracle reference, so yeah, and one of the greatest recorded instances of other people ruining it for the rest of us. So we do have enough to plow our own creature and still kill. We do not have enough to plow our own creature and still kill. It's my bad. Yeah, I think there's also a filter that you can search for. Oh, he can't untap, huh? That's funny. we got a ley line of the Juggernaut for our next duel. Total casting cost of the web. Crusader has chosen to draw first. Interesting strategy. Well, I have chosen to attack first. Plow my own creature. That's not very fun. Alright, so if we play Scrubland Raiders. Yeah, I think there was some trading card game that was like kind of poking fun at Magic for that, because I do recall seeing a yeah, plow my creature. That's my play. Yeah, get away from my creatures. I do remember seeing some situation where some other card game had a card named Crusade and another card named Jihad, and it was in clear reference to that situation in Magic. There's another Crusade. Uh-oh. He's going over the top of us, fellas. We might have to play a Meekstone or something. I don't know. We could play the Plow here. Yeah, that's probably what we should do. So if we Plow Hippie, that's 2 damage to us, but we're like guaranteed to win next turn. Alright, booked. Censorship in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very funny for Western cards. They made So Cute Boss to replace Succubus. Oh, that's funny. I mean, it kind of sounds like Succubus. Do they have to, like, change the art, like, radically, too, I'm guessing? I've just got to assume that a So Cute Boss would probably not be, that, friendly for the Western audiences in the artwork department either. You're a proper tie to cover up. Ah, that's a good one. I like that. Alright. So we got a Candelabra of Tawnos, very relevant. I'm sure we're going to use that when we get to the meme deck phase of this playthrough. Yeah, I gotta say, I think that was it, right? Like when we saw the thing, it had a balance and it had a Candelabra, and I think that was the only cards that this dungeon had in it. So we literally might be wasting our time if we like try and fight through all the rest of these guys. Yeah, they'll just make a new dungeon up. All right, we'll stay with what we got here. Let's see here, Black Amulet. Never mind. Save the game. Let's double check. I don't know if it says it on our thing now that we conquered the dungeon. Yeah, it does not say. But I'm like pretty confident there was just balance and Candelabra in that one. All right. Well, thank you to everybody who spent some time playing Shandalar with me today. That is going to be all for today's stream, but I hope you have a great day.